topics of second order. Okay, the topic of second order linear differential equation. Okay, so definitely this is about second order linear. Okay, alright, so for these topics or for this chapter, we will divide into two types. Okay, two types of second order linear differential equation. The first one is what we call it as we will solving the homogeneous. Okay, the homogeneous equation, and the second one is a non-homogeneous. Okay, so the keyword here is homogeneous itself lah. So for homogeneous and also non-homogeneous, it's differentiate dia punya apa? I mean the differentiation between homogeneous and homogeneous is on the value of x. So if the value of fx, so the function or the answer lah. So if your fx is equal to 0, so that means it's a homogeneous. If your fx is not equal to 0, so that means your differential equation is non-homogeneous. So for homogeneous, they just only have one method or one way to solve it. But for non-homo, we will have two others method, which is we call it as undetermined and also variation of parameter. Okay, right, so they have two methods to solve non-homogeneous, and for homogeneous they only have one. Okay, so for in this video, okay, for this week punya topics, I will explain on how to solve the homogeneous equation. Okay, for homogeneous equation, for this one I will explain on the next video. Okay, so for homogeneous equation, okay, so like I said just now, this is the reason why we call it homogeneous, because your fx is equal to 0. Okay, let's say you have a general form of second order linear differential equation written as a d square y dx square plus b dy dx plus cy equal to fx. Okay, so if this one is homogeneous, that means your fx is equal to 0. Okay, so means that you will have equation like this lah, a d square y dx square, saya tukar kejap, plus b dy dx plus cy, and this equation is equal to 0. So that one, so this equation is a homogeneous equation. Okay, so they have a steps, okay, how to solve it. Okay, so but before that, I just write the table first. So you have a three condition. Okay, the first condition is we call it as a real and distinct. Real and distinct. Okay, and the second one is real but it's repeated. Okay, and then the third one is complex conjugate. Okay, so they have three conditions or three characteristic equation that you have here. The first one is real and distinct, second one is real and repeated, the third one is complex conjugate. So when we want to say that homogeneous equation is real and distinct, okay, so when you have I mean this is the root. Okay, sorry, this is the root. So what's meant by real and distinct is you have a root that you have two roots. Okay, because this is second order. Bila one is a second order, maksudnya they will have they have two x lah. Okay, two x, x1 and x2. If you do it for third order, so that's mean you akan ada 3. Okay, tapi our syllabus is up to second order, so you have two value of x. So what's meant by real is both are real number, not a complex conjugate. I mean kalau imaginary number dia ada I. Okay, in mathematics dia ada imaginary number and also real number, right? So real number can be any number. Can be 0, can be decimal, can be any number. And this thing here means different. Maksudnya dua nilai tadi, which is the S1 and S2 is different. Different, okay? And then for real but repeated means that it's a real but it's same. For example, S1 is 1, S2 also 1. So it's same, right? So it's a real and repeated. And the last one is complex conjugate. Okay, so complex conjugate definitely is about a imaginary number, I. Okay, it's a not real number. Okay, so the answer that you should get for the homogeneous and also real and distinct here, for the real distinct, your y equation should be AE m1x plus BE m2x. m1 m2 is your roots, or your x, ataupun roots lah, roots yang you dapat. Okay, A and B is a constant. Okay, right, now for real and repeated is AE m1x plus BX E m2x. They have extra here, x. Okay, and then the last one for the complex conjugate, your answer should be in terms of EAX A cos BX plus sin BX. Okay, so A here, the small a, and the bigger here is a different value. Okay, it will be different value. Okay, maksudnya dia bukan A yang sama lah. A, the small a, it's refer to other thing. The biggest a is refer to other thing. Okay, alright. So you need to know this one. Okay, so now, okay, I will explain to you through example. Okay, let's say you have an equation of okay, find the general solution. Okay, find the general solution for d square y dx square plus 2dy dx minus 8y equals 0. Okay, you see this? Alright, okay. So, first thing first is you need to, okay, of course lah, you kena check lah, of course. And this one is a homogeneous because of your fs is 0. So then what we need to do next is you need to make it, this equation become characteristic equation. Okay, you need to make it, this equation become characteristic equation. So it will become m square. Okay, since this is the second order, right? So it become m square. And then the coefficient here is just now suppose a, right? But a here tak ada, so maksudnya a dia berapa? A dia 1 lah. So no need to write lah, 1 kat depan, tak perlu tulis. Okay, and then plus this is 2m, and then the last one minus 8. Okay, make sure careful lah kat sini. Ada setengah tulis sini m lah, ni pun tulis m tak, ni tak ada m. Okay, because they have no differentiation here. Okay, so this is the second order, this is the first order, this is 0 order, masih tak ada, so they have no m here. Ataupun kalau nak, maksudnya macam ni lah, sini suppose m, di sini m1, di sini m kosong. So m power 0 is 0, right? Sorry, m power 0 is 1, so nothing here. Okay, so you should have m square plus 2m minus 8. So this is your characteristic equation. Okay, the next step is factorize it. Okay, now factorize it. So by using calculator, you can use your calculator, or you can just congak je. So this one it will be minus, it will be plus 4 minus 2. Therefore, your m1 is equal to -4 and your m2 is equal to 2, right? Okay, so this is real number, these two are real number. Is it repeated or is distinct? Yes, it's a distinct kan? Dua-dua ni nombor yang berbeza. So therefore, your answer is a real and distinct. So therefore, your equation will be AE negative 4x plus BE 2x. So here the answer, or this is your general solution. Okay, easy, simple. This one is so simple. Okay, you just refer to your table, so then you can get the answer directly lah. Okay, so one more question, one more example. Okay, one more example here. Let's say you have 4y double prime plus y equal to 0. So you need to write characteristic equation first. So this will be 4m square. Okay, this will be m square plus, how about this one? This is nothing. So, I mean it's not differentiation. Okay, so that one will be 1. 1 okay, 1. Dia tak ada order kat sini pun. Okay, this is only y. So, here should be 1. Kalau you buat m salah. Okay, ramai akan buat m. Okay, alright. So now, factorize this one. So since kat sini cuma ada satu je m, dia tak ada m kat sini. Macam tadi you ada m square plus 2m minus 8. You have three what we call 3 terms. So means that's why you need to factorize by using this one. This one you should only have 1m here. Why not? You just bring your 1 to the right hand side. Okay, it's simple. Tak perlu nak fikir semua nak guna calculator, tak. Okay, and then your m square will be negative 1 over 4. So what's your m? Your m is negative 1 over 4. So therefore, okay, we know that, okay, kalau you boleh, yeah, this one you can split. Okay, negative kat dalam ni suppose. Okay, negative kat sini. Maksudnya you will have this one. Okay, so you can split it. Negative inside here and then 4. So when you solve it, okay, this one of course you will get 2. But for this one, okay, square root of negative number, it will contribute to imaginary number, which is I. Okay, so the answer for this one is I over 2, or don't forget they have plus minus in front here. Okay, plus minus 1 over 2I. Okay, 1 over 2I lah kalau you nak tulis, kalau you nak nampak. Why? Kenapa saya tulis 1? Sebab, okay, if you refer back to the table, oh saya lupa tulis. For complex conjugate, suppose kat sini dia ada macam ni, A plus minus BI. This one penting. A plus minus BI. Okay, so you have kat sini you ada plus minus 1 over 2I. Okay, so you need to know what is your A here. What is your A? Your A here is 0. What is your B? Your B here is 1 over 2. Okay, so this is for the complex conjugate. Complex conjugate, the extras, dia macam pelik sikit lah, rare sikit. You need to know your A and B, not M1 and M2. You need to know A and B. Instead of M1 and M2, you need to know A and B, okay? So after you get it, what is your A and B? So then, substitute back into the general solution. Y equal to EAX, right, just now? And then A cos BX plus B sin BX. So therefore, you just substitute what you have here. So your A is 0. So E power 0. So E power 0 what? Nothing. Not nothing. E power 0. Any number power 0, A equal to 1, right? So no need to write lah. Tak perlu tulis pun tak apa. We know that the one is exist there. So you just write A cos. What is your B? 1 over 2x. Okay, plus capital B sin 1 over 2x. Okay, right? So this is the general solution for complex conjugate. It's easy, right? For homogeneous, it's easy. Suppose you don't hope that you can avoid doing the mistake for the homogeneous, because it's too easy for you. Make sure you factorize carefully. Make sure you understand your characteristic equation and so on. Okay, alright. So this is just a general solution. Okay, if you can see here, we still have A, B. We still have A, B. Okay, we need to find out. Actually, we need to find out the value for A, B. But that one I will proceed in the next video. So the next video is about the initial condition. Okay, we are still in homogeneous, but that one is on the another topic, which is the initial condition. This one is the basic one. Just find out the general solution. Okay, the next one, like I said, that one is about the initial value problem or initial condition. Okay, alright.